All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex coaches. Sex coaches.
Sex coaches.
Not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures. An ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today we are not in the studio. We are actually live on location at one of our favorite spots, Forbidden Fruit, hanging out with some amazing people, incredible energy, and honestly, probably the best classroom you'll ever find for learning about pleasure, communication, and connection.
Yeah, and if you've ever been curious about the lifestyle, education, or just becoming more confident in yourself and your sexuality, this is the whole experience. And today's episode is extra special because we're talking about education in the lifestyle and why learning matters way more than people think.
Exactly. People think swinging is just show up and figure it out. And honestly, the people who have the best experiences are the one who learn. They communicate, they grow, and that's where workshops like these ones come into play.
Yep. And speaking of that, we're also excited because we're going to be hosting our very own Swinger 101 workshop in March. So
Wait, is it March? Did we reschedule?
It is in March.
Okay.
March 29th.
I wasn't paying attention.
March
I know that there was
29th.
I know there was some rescheduling going on, so I was like, hold on. Did we get that?
29th.
March 29th.
29th.
And we are very excited about that.
Insanely excited
Insanely
for sure.
excited.
Now, before we dive in, quick reminder, if you love what we do, please like, subscribe, share this episode with someone who's curious about ethical non-monogamy and leave us a review because one, that's awesome. We love that. And two, it helps us, get discovered in this space.
Grow?
We do grow.
Yes.
We grow a little bit. Anyhow, today we are sitting down with someone who has helped educate and guide so many people stepping into this new experience here.
He runs and he leads a lot of the workshops here at Forbidden Fruit, including things like Fellatio 101, BDSM 101, and other education-focused classes that help people learn in safe, fun, and judgment-free environments.
He's basically the guy helping turn curiosity into confidence.
There you go. So please welcome Jonny.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for joining us on the show. We appreciate it. Plus, we always look forward to, getting to hang out in a room full of dildos.
I feel like I've been in a room full of dildos.
I feel like you're in a room. I feel like you work in a room full of dildos.
I
sometimes.
pretty much work with a guy who's probably a dildo.
He's a walking, talking dildo. Good for you.
It is what it is, right?
Now,
That is literally when I go to the corner store, they're like, hey, how's it going? And I say, another day, another dildo.
another day of working with dildos all day long.
It is what it is.
Hey, guess what? That's actually something that a lot of our listeners can relate to. I'm sure a lot of them work with dildos.
Yep.
Now, I've gotten to explore the history of Forbidden Fruit. I've gotten to explore Lynn's history with Forbidden Fruit. But Jonny, I got to know. So how did you get involved with Forbidden Fruit?
Short and quick, I've known Lynn for multiple years. We used to do shows together, and at one show, which was Extravagasm,
Okay.
which was the fetish ball here many, many moons ago. We're on the last day. We're all tired. We're closing out. I look at Lynn, and I'm like, are you married?
I mean, that's easy enough, right?
It's easy enough. I literally just looked over at, like, it's me, Lynn, and Jerry in the box office counting out money, and I just looked over at her and like, are you hiring?
By all
And she was like,
means.
yeah.
Wow.
And the rest was history.
And the rest was history.
I mean, how long have you been with Forbidden Fruit?
Since 2010.
Wow.
15, yeah.
16
It was
years.
15. It was 15 years in December.
Wow.
Extravagasm used to be in November.
Okay.
And so I started on December 10th, 2010.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, that's cool. What is it you say?
It was the Austin Fetish Ball.
And it's no longer around.
It's no longer around.
When was the last one?
Long story, tell you later, but someone else took it over and it
Okay.
no longer exists.
Damn. Looking forward to
Okay.
hearing that story.
No, we can't publish that. I can't tell y'all that story.
Got it.
Now, you're one of the first things that we were introduced when we were introduced to you was that you are the master of ceremonies. You are the person who handles the workshops
Yeah.
here. And so, what made you want to focus on education? What made you get involved in these workshops?
I'm going to tell you, it was Charlotte Hathaway.
Charlotte Hathaway.
She's the founder of the Body Joy School here in Austin.
Okay.
She is currently on her world tour. She will be in town in early April, the second, third. So Charlotte taught the blowjob class.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Charlotte taught the class before I did.
Okay.
And Charlotte turned to me, and I was a facilitator. I was the one that, did all the background stuff. Charlotte turned to me and said, Jonny, as a penis haver and a penis lover, what do you think?
I mean,
And afterwards, she was like, Jonny, you're here. You know all of this. Why do I have to keep coming over here? And that made me think, oh, good point. And so, literally, Charlotte Hathaway is the woman that got me into teaching. And I learned more and more because I was curious. I mean, I've always been curious about everything in the world. But I was like, yeah, why does Charlotte have to come down here?
yeah.
I can talk about blowjobs.
Blowjobs all day.
I can talk about cunnilingus, not my expertise, but I got
I could take that class.
I don't know. I think we could double team that
We
class.
could double team that class.
Please do. But yeah, so that's how I got into
Yeah.
education. Is another educator brought me in because she's like, you already know this. Why are you
Yeah.
not say wasting my time,
Yeah.
but why do I have to come down
Why
here to
do-
teach a
yeah.
class where you're literally standing right?
Yeah. That's a really smart. I've never taken a class on like fellatio or
No, she just has it naturally.
is it cunnilingus?
Cunnilingus.
Cun?
Cunn.
Cunnilingus, not cunnilingus.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
my
it
bad.
can be if you
I
want it to
thought
be.
so.
That's-
I thought it was a cunnilingus. Okay, yeah, I've never taken a class. I could definitely give a class on that though. I feel like a lot of people could benefit from that. I mean,
Be like, okay, guys, give it a shot. I'm gonna be right here. Everybody take your turns. Line forms to the left.
Short story. We used to have Fellatio 101. That class sells out every single time. I go and do in-home parties to teach that class. Cunnilingus, 3 people.
Really?
now
Because guys don't care about that. Come on,
I'm
man.
I'm very
guys just wanna
curious,
get
and
the
I
nut.
know something else, but I'm very curious. When you have your fellatio class, is it more men to women? It's more women?
It's a lot of if it's at home, it's always a bachelorette party.
Okay.
If it's in store, I'm gonna say it's actually about a 60-40.
Okay.
And so it's mostly women, but then there's also guys that come,
Right.
like partners
Right.
that will come. With the cunnilingus, it was like one couple and one guy. Then we combined them and we created Oralicious,
That's so sweet.
which is combined fellatio and cunnilingus.
Yeah.
And so if a guy thinks that he's going to get something out of it, then
Yeah.
and the Oralicious class, I would say, is pretty 50-50.
Okay.
So more guys will come to a class that also includes blowjobs.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give it away now. My cunnilingus class is about 70% cunnilingus.
Okay.
70% cunnilingus.
Period.
I talk about fellatio, but no, that class is
Okay.
more education toward pleasuring those who have vaginas,
Yeah.
because otherwise,
I feel like that needs to be taught.
I think
really,
that
as a
there's
woman,
well, yeah, I mean, even women as well as men,
yeah,
everybody likes to think that, oh, I got this. I could do this, no
because
problem. And a lot of times they don't know what they're doing.
so as a bisexual, I totally thought that. I thought
Yeah,
I
she
can
thought
do
that
exactly what a
she's like,
woman
I'm a woman.
wants.
I know what
I know what I want and I know what they want. No. But I ask.
yeah,
So I asked the woman, I'm like, okay, so how do you like it? Like, what is your preferred? Because a lot of people, a lot of women don't ask their partners. Like, they just let their partners do what they want. And I always like, even now, I tell Adam, I'm like, I like it this way
yeah,
more
she's
than
always
I do like
changing.
that way. And we've been together for 15 years.
I know.
I got changing moods.
So I got to be like a DJ and, do that.
See, that's one of those things about working with vaginas. Okay, so
I love that sentence alone.
I don't want to say that penises are easy, but easy to make a man
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Working with vaginas, you have to know your partner, and some people like more G-spot interior. Some
Yes.
people like
Yes.
more clitoral external.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it on camera, but we have like toys that will, like, if they like that cervical,
Yeah.
they like that deep penetration. Yeah, you have to know what your partner is looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And so yeah, working with vaginas is hard. You
No
have to
pun
put in
intended there. I
you
mean,
ha-
it is.
you have to put
I
in the
mean,
effort.
there's
You-
not a
you
whole
have
lot
put in
to
the
to
effort.
guys. I mean, if you want to get us off, like just put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
I don't need a style.
No,
Yeah.
You don't have to do
this-
all this magic
this is
stuff.
literally the quote that within the sex industry, the sex toy, whatnot. Insert someplace warm, preferably moist, thrust, repeat.
Seems simple enough.
Did you get that?
That's right.
We'll
So, and
play
you
it
know
for
the
you.
similar instructions when you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you brush your teeth before you're probably halfway there.
That's very true. Yes.
But I do have a 3-hour Fellatio 101 workshop.
Wowza.
So I have more to teach, but that's where you start.
I mean, I think people, in
So it's-
general, people,
Is it still oralicious? Like you still doing the oralicious one, or do you have it divided now to?
I have Oralicious, which includes cunnilingus, and
Mhm.
then I just have a Fellatio class.
I gotcha.
okay.
I'm gonna go to the Fergalicious class. Fergalicious 101.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like that. I mean, I think people, just in general, I feel education.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Yeah.
We all need to learn something. And if you want to be good in bed and good
Well,
with your partner,
I have something that I've noticed as swingers, because you've been very, I don't know, you're open about what you like and what you don't like when you're with
Yes.
other people, and you're like, look,
Mhm.
you're going to want to do this, you don't want to do that. When it comes to giving instruction, have you noticed that people take up on it, or do they still do what they're going to do and they like don't really
Ooh.
listen? I think you've mentioned this before.
They still do what they are going to do. And then I just have to tell them, like, I have to repeatedly, like, smack them in the head and be like, not like that. I mean, it's like, no.
I literally tell people not to smack them.
Oh, my bad. I haven't
Well, we
taken
haven't
his
taken the
class
course
yet. So we'll be taking it.
You see,
Yeah,
education,
no,
guys.
In my Oralicious class, I literally tell people, okay, you can like gently redirect them,
Oh,
but don't hit your partner.
oh.
Don't hit your
But-
partner with a rolled up newspaper.
Sorry, honey.
Oh, hey, I follow instruction,
Yeah.
girl.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me.
I mean, I will push you away and I will tell you, not like that. Not like that. But if I tell you more than 3 times, that's it. What's up? We're done.
Well, so I've never taken a class. I am relatively good at eating the box, but the primary reason is because, and this is something that we've talked about on past shows, is that I never thought I was a very attractive person, and so I didn't do all that well with the ladies, and so because of that, I was like, I got to be good at something, like to keep these ladies in. Now, I was not always good. I remember a very specific time. I don't think I ever told you about this.
Uh-oh.
But this was when I was a swinging young bachelor. I had my own place. There was this girl I used to talk to on the online, and she invited herself over to my house one day, and I was like, okay, this is gonna. I made her dinner, and she came in. She ended up not eating the dinner, but we had like this makeout session on the couch, And I ended up going down on her. I did not know what the fuck I was doing. And I remember she stopped me at one point and she was like, "You just bit my clit. That did not feel good." And I was like, "Oh, is that what that was?" So like, and she wouldn't shut up about it. Oh my God. I was like, "Get over it." No, I'm just kidding. No, but she kind of ruined the moment. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry." And she's like, "Yeah, that didn't feel good at all." And it put a stipend on it. And so after that, I was just like,
Was that the first time?
that was the third time, I think.
Wow. So the other two didn't care. They were like, gnaw on it.
The other two were just like, "Let's get to the sex. Let's get to the sex."
Yeah.
So
Let's
it
just
was,
go from
but it was
there.
that reaction
Yeah.
that had me stop and go, "I need to figure this out because
Mhm.
whatever it is that I'm doing apparently is not working."
Yeah.
So I did. I read. I did everything that I could to kind of learn. Okay, I watched a lot of Real Sex. You remember that show on HBO?
Oh God,
Real
yeah.
I
Sex.
loved it.
Yeah,
I
I
love
watched
that
a lot
show.
of that show, and I learned a lot from that show. It's a shame it's not on anymore because I think a lot of people could benefit from it
Yeah.
to an
I-
extent.
Well, this was back. How long ago this was? This was back in high school. Do y'all remember Sue Johansson?
I do actually. I remember that name.
She was. This was like Canadian PBS After Dark,
Okay.
and Sue Johansson she had dolls, and she would answer people's sex questions.
Oh.
And and it was like Saturday night at like 11 p.m. And my friends and I, again in high school, we would all like make fake names, go to Sam's house,
Uh-huh.
and we'd be like watching Sue Johansson as she like describes and like answers questions and like how to do this, how to do that. And she was literally like the sex grandma. I think she was like 80 years old when she was doing that show.
Wow.
Yeah, like Dr.
And-
Ruth, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of,
it
and
was
she
like-
used to have that show. You
It
know?
was just like, yeah. And again, this was in high school, so this was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sue Johansson, and that was the thing, is like she's the one that actually she taught us a lot of things, because a lot of us were exploring our sexuality
Mhm.
in the late 90s before the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't just Google something. It's like, how does that feel? Is that what we were doing?
Wrong.
Belly button.
Belly button.
Stop ringing my doorbell.
But yeah, you have to hit it once before, have someone tell you
Yeah,
that
they got to call you out.
no.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you got to
And
learn from your
You have to
mistakes.
take that and move on.
Yeah.
You can't.
So what I've noticed is whenever sometimes when you've told guys what you want, some guys get upset if you correct them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, and it's like a pride thing, and it's like,
I've never
no,
had
dude.
that.
I've seen it before.
If I ignored it, if that's ever happened, but I have never been told, "Oh, I know what I'm doing." Wait, I get messages of, "Oh, I can do this. I saw that video. I can do that way better." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. I'm probably gonna have to smack you a few times in the head so that you can get it." I mean, it's a really good thing that y'all offer classes like that, because education, like a little guidance, really goes a long way. And if your partner's not going to tell you and somebody else is going to tell you, I feel like take that and go with it and see what helps.
Yeah, and it's not like something that you can YouTube. There's a
Can't
lot of
YouTube this, guys.
no, there's a lot of stuff like that's instructional that you can't have on mainstream media like that.
I've actually tried YouTubing how to give a proper blowjob or how to give a proper hand job or just any of that. I've tried, and there's nothing like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Proper education is actually one of the things I kind of want to get into.
Mm-hmm.
We just aren't at that point right now.
Yeah.
With the store to just set up a whole, and this is our video education section.
Yeah.
Because what platform are we going to host?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, especially with Texas right now,
Yeah.
can't put it on Pornhub or
Yeah.
So are we gonna? So I would love to just record classes during the pandemic. We actually did do
Zoom classes.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to think of what it
That's
was.
cool.
I was like, it wasn't Instagram. What was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zoom.
But no, it was, we actually did Zoom classes during the pandemic, but that's also like, I have to send you a code, you
Yeah.
have to log in.
Right.
Yes.
And this
Yes.
is just like if you were coming into the store, this was a safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also told people, if you want to have your cameras off, have your cameras off, and everyone has to have their mic muted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that was the idea, and it worked. During the pandemic, we tried to do it one time. Post-pandemic, it was my class. I'm the facilitator. I'm the general manager of the store. I'm here. I'm in charge. And I 2 minutes before I'm like, okay, you need to mute your mic.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
You need to mute your mic.
I mean,
And don't get me wrong, I do think I am a very handsome man,
yeah.
but you need to mute your mic.
Yeah.
Now, when you do your workshops here, how do you do you have props that you use to, let's say, on the with the Fellatio 101, or do you have rubber vaginas that you use for? Really?
Yes. So let's have for my classes, this they're outside educators that we bring in, that we love to bring in. I love to bring in another educator to get that introduced to more people. But for my classes, I always have a PowerPoint and I have demos.
Okay.
One of my favorite demos I use is in the drawer back there. His name is Justin, and he is my demo dick.
Okay.
A demo dick.
For vaginas, I use Fleshlight, not sponsored.
Yeah.
Not yet. But we've known them for decades.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a Fleshlight vagina, which actually does have a clit on it, and it has labial lips.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just
Okay.
like a soft, smooth vagina. It's
Yeah.
not just a hole. No,
Yeah.
it has labial lips.
I like that one.
Yeah, like,
Oh, yeah, like that
Okay.
one over there.
yeah.
We can't show you
You-
guys.
Yeah.
Again, not on camera.
Not on camera. You can come into the store.
But yeah, it has a clit, it has a labial lips, and so when I'm talking about cunnilingus, I can actually point out what goes here, what feels good here.
Yes.
Here is good for pressure. Here is good for just give it a flick.
Yeah.
Here is good for
The
giving it
different
some suction.
erogenous zones.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so same thing with Justin. Here's good for a flick. Here's good for a lick. Here's good
Yeah.
for a suck. Pressure versus suction, pressure, blah, blah, blah. But also, I have a PowerPoint
Yeah.
going behind me
Yeah. That's explaining, details.
that
Okay.
is showing the details. The PowerPoint is, all of my PowerPoints are funny. You're going to see,
Obviously.
in my PowerPoints, you're going to see a lot of memes and a lot of like drooling Homer Simpson, like just weird things like that. So
I have a drooling Adam if you want it.
You
It's a
do?
picture of him and he's just drooling.
Do you really? Are you taking pictures of me when I sleep? This shit just got weird.
Okay, so PowerPoint and yeah. I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
because, and I will literally tell people like, all right, so this is my tongue. What you can do with your tongue is you can curl it up. You can go pinpoint. We're coming in. If you're squeezing down, you're sucking in your cheeks. That's going to add pressure. That's going to add extra stimulation. It's different when I have toys.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not just like standing up there, do this and you're done.
Yeah.
Because believe me, if it was that easy, this store would be a lot smaller.
I mean that's true.
Well, so here's what I found fascinating. How long are your workshops on average, time wise?
I can, so the workshop in and of itself, I can usually get that done in about an hour and a half.
Okay. Wow. So this is what I kind of was wondering about that. So you're talking about a workshop that's an hour and a half, say it's Fellatio 101. You can stretch that out for an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Well, he's not working with a real guy.
No,
so
no, I know that.
Yeah.
But, so
because that would be a
so
2-minute class.
this is where it's kind of amazing to me because I didn't realize that there was so much that goes into that.
Yeah.
Just in my experience alone, I don't know. Maybe I can benefit from having a woman that maybe I'm married to take a course like that to show me some new stuff because I've had pretty much anytime I've gotten oral, it's pretty much been the same moves and they work just fine. But it's just kind of like, let me put it in, ba, 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 let me use my hand a little bit.
I feel like I do a lot of different things.
Yours is very seductive.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy. You know, you go very slow. You know how I am.
But I ask. So I'm like, do you like that?
She'll ask sometimes.
So one of the things I do teach in that class and in both oral sex classes, monolingus and, oralicious and Fellatio 101, one of the things I do emphasize in those classes is there is a performative aspect.
Yes.
Your partner is looking down. They're looking at you. I'll go ahead and say it. In both those workshops, when I get to deep throat, if somebody is inexperienced and they're, trying it for the first time, all right, we're trying to get the whole thing. I teach how to give a deep throat. Now, if it hits your gag reflex, you're like, pull back, breathe in deep, and throw in, oh my God, you're so big.
Right, I've heard that before. I'm not feeling so good about myself.
I keep it real.
That's true.
Oh, it is. I mean, for me, I love
it's
seduction. I love like no hands and then looking up at him.
Yeah.
Because I know that right there is going to be like, oh my God. I want to hear the, oh my God, you look so hot. And oh my God, that looks so sexy. I want to hear it as much as I'm sure he wants to see it.
So what I just found out though, after all these years, she only recently told me like maybe months ago. But she said that one thing that she likes when she's going down on me is if I get her hair, like if I move the hair out of her face and I just kind of put it behind her and I hold it back like that she likes that. Like it makes her feel very sexy and this and that. And I've never ever, and that took me to a whole new level because I never thought about doing stuff for you while I'm getting oral. That makes a difference in and of itself because that makes the
like
pleasure
don't grab
even
me
more.
And bob me. That's not what I'm here for. Like, been there, done that. I'm not in my 20s. Like this
like I said, there is the polite way of moving their. You can do it.
Yeah.
Or you can give them a hairnet beforehand and just kind of say, here, just tie this back.
Where's my bonnet? Where's my bonnet? My pearls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was literally about to say, okay, when I put on my bonnet, you know.
Then you know.
She puts on her bonnet and I'm like, we're not having sex.
Ladies, do not do the OnlyFans while wearing your bonnet. It is not hot.
It's not a sexy look.
Not
sexy. A sexy look.
If those that we passed through, we're like, no.
Oh no, past the bonnet.
No.
Yeah, it's nuanced, but there's certain things like even still to this day, depending on what position she's in and that sort of thing. If she's going down on me from the side angle, something happens where her teeth will end up getting involved. I'm like, oh no, don't do that. And so then she has to get in front of me. Like there's just different things. She tried the deep throat thing at one point. Because we watched a movie about
I was just watching it, Loveless.
Linda Lovelace, called Loveless. Great movie, actually.
I mean, I'm great at that, but I finally figured out what I need to do in order to be really good and continually deep throat. It's really position.
Yeah,
it's position on how you're bent over, where he's at.
You have to work with your body and your partner's body.
Yeah,
and. This is also one of the things I emphasize when I talk about fellatio is if you ask him to move, he will move.
He can position himself. Yeah.
If you ask him to move.
I mean, if you're putting my dick in your mouth, you want me to move? I'll move. That's all good.
If a guy is getting a blowjob and you ask him to move, he will move.
Yeah. It's true.
Point blank period.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. You could ask me to play checkers. I'll be like, whatever you need me to do.
Yeah.
Just, you want to mow the lawn? Sure. Just put it in your mouth. All right. We're simple creatures.
I think there's a song that says that. Just put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Just put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just really smart. I mean, it is good to ask your partner, get classes, figure it all out because you want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I always say is, hey, I want to try this. Your partner's not going to say no.
Yeah. Exactly.
If he's going to say, or if they are going to say
Okay.
no, get yourself a new partner. Period.
They're not going to say no.
No.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, I will watch this OnlyFans video.
Mhm.
It no longer exists, but y'all are about as old as I am. So we're all on the same page. Do y'all remember the grapefruit?
Yes.
So I tell people you can like be as ladylike as you want to be, or you can go full grapefruit.
I mean, it's really up to you. It's,
Yeah.
your body's going to respond however it wants to respond, and you can make things happen there.
I have for cunnilingus, there's a very like pointed tongue, like
Yeah.
like very.
Yeah.
And then I also have a picture of a woman who is like,
Yeah. Where's her mouth?
she is in there, and I'm like, girl, okay, you are having
Yeah.
a good time. Hopefully, your partner is also
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah.
And so, find out what your partner wants, find out what your partner likes, and go from there.
Yes.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your workshops are concerned, have you? I'm so curious. I can't wait to really scope these things out. But
Sure.
have you, since you've been doing these, have you had like any drama erupt? Have there been? I'm sure there's all different kinds of characters that come in, and I'm pretty sure that not every one of these things have gone perfectly to plan. You have different personalities that come
Mhm.
in, and maybe some people don't want to be there, but they're being dragged along to learn something new. Or maybe you got some really horny ass people in that that are just like, we cannot wait to try this. Can we try it right now? Stuff like that. You got to have the stories, man. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. he
Spill the
said.
tea.
Two of my favorite stories. One, okay, my first story. This was at an in-home workshop.
Mhm.
They are paying me hundreds of dollars to come to their house. It's a bachelorette party. We're doing Fellatio 101, blah, blah, blah. They decided that they wanted to practice during the workshop.
Okay.
And so they bought cucumbers. I don't know what Whole Foods they went to, but they
Oh my God.
the biggest fucking cucumbers I had ever seen. And I was like, there's like probably like 12 of them. It's like, if all 12 of y'all men are like this, okay, what NFL team?
Their moms feed them.
So, anyways, I was like, okay, I understand that's what you want to do. Let's trim them down.
Yeah.
Let's get something. And so, we're in the kitchen.
Let's trim them down.
They
Chopped them up.
They did.
They made it more average.
They brought them down to what I would consider to be average.
Okay.
Average being about like 5 to 7 inches.
Yeah.
And only about an inch and a half wide. So they redid them. All right. One girl did not. That girl was at least 1 sheet to the wind when I walked. She was definitely 3 sheets to the wind by the time I left. And so I get to the point about deep throat again.
Mhm.
And she was like, oh, I didn't know you do that.
Oh my God.
Again, already drunk. Gagged herself so bad that she ran to the bathroom to throw up.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh my God. And so part of me is like, should we go check on her? And like one person got up and like walked off. And everybody else is just still sitting there like, okay, keep going.
Keep going.
As
see
you
this.
were.
And I'm like, okay, so apparently Stacy does this. Like,
Yeah.
like nobody moved. They did not.
Everybody's got that friend. Everybody's got that friend. It's like, oh, this is crazy.
I
put a
just kept
cucumber in
going. And then I wish I had it in front of me. But here's a kicker is in section C, it says with or without constraint. With or without consent.
Oh shit. So even if they have consent.
And that's why I always say you don't do BDSM with someone you don't know.
Mhm.
This is not a Tinder date. This is not the first time we met. Because if we all consented, we having fun. Yay. They go to APD. So y'all have fun on Saturday. They go to APD on Monday with bruises and ligature marks.
Mm-hmm.
Your ass is going to jail.
Wow.
Wow.
Texas,
Wow.
with or without consent.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
especially
that's why I mentioned it in my class.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is important to know for sure.
If you thought y'all were having a good time until like 2 days later, they changed their mind. So
Wow.
never do BDSM with someone you do not know or you do not.
Oh man, I'm so glad that you said that, because I was like, man, I'm going to start getting into different experiences and I want to learn different things. But never thought to have that in the back of my head.
I say that to say this, literally, and this has happened in 2 different classes. I've had people just like stand up and walk out.
Really?
Well, I was saying in class, we're all adults here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, they'll just stand up and walk out.
Wow.
And that has happened in 2 different classes.
Holy shit. Wow.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Why? It's like, why? Like, is it they weren't ready to hear that? They were just...
Or it was a reality that maybe they weren't ready for.
My partner.
Yeah. That's how I read it, is that I don't trust my partner.
Yeah. No
I
point
now
in finishing
realize
this out.
that what I am about to do could possibly get me arrested.
Possibly.
Well, if the restraints are edible, I wonder if that still holds up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's worth it.
I
like,
mean, if we tie him
you
up
get a
with
bunch of red
twister,
vines, a bunch of Twizzlers and red vines, and we tie you up, and you can still eat your way out. It's okay.
Destroy the evidence.
That's
you can't prove that it was me. But no, that is in my workshop, I literally tell people what I'm about to teach you is illegal in the state of Texas.
Okay.
In the state of Texas, it is illegal. If somebody comes back and says that you kidnapped me and held me hostage, the police have to act, and your only proof is text messages that say, no, they consented to it. Texas law says even with consent.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is nuts. Now, I know that your workshops, you said that you guys actually like give snacks and stuff like that. Is that right? Did I hear that? I'm sorry. Anytime somebody mentions snacks, my ears perk up. It really doesn't matter what the setting is. So
I want to know the setting.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
So they come in, they've already taken care of a class, paid the fee, whatever. Like, you have your PowerPoint with all your memes, right? Your flashlight, what was his name?
Justin.
Justin is there.
Demo dick.
Demo dick.
And you have snacks.
So we will have. So I tailor my snacks depending on the class.
Fellatio, it's a lot of phallic stuff, like popsicles and bananas and things like that.
With your smartness.
Oh, that's the way I would do it.
And so I'm not doing cheese and crackers at that workshop.
Damn.
That workshop is going to be strawberries. Chocolate. If I'm going to do like a cracker or a snack, it's going to be like garlic and herb, or something that literally makes your mouth water.
Not something that'll dry your mouth out, like saltines. Because too many saltines, and forget it, you can't even whistle. You're spitting out a bunch of
pretzels.
That's right. Pretzels making me thirsty.
We don't do pretzels at
okay.
For the BDSM workshop, since we're talking about a lot of body work, I usually try to go for something that's going to have more protein, something that's going to build up your muscles, something that's going to make you a bit stronger, either to give it or take it.
Right.
Rotisserie chickens,
right.
Turkey legs.
Maybe get like a couple of chicken legs. Kiss her going.
We haven't had breakfast.
Yeah, sorry. We're talking a lot of food here.
Sorry.
It's right next to the demo dick. You got to ask Justin for it. Well, but it's those kind of details that are really, that we were kind of curious about.
Yeah. So I have been running the workshops here for 15 years.
Wow.
I've been teaching for 12 years.
Okay.
And even just running the workshops as a facilitator for other educators, I want it to be the best experience possible.
Sure.
And so even when Charlotte was teaching the blowjob class before me, that was a deal. It was like, I'm the one that's going to be setting up the class and whatnot. Charlotte doesn't know what snacks we
Yeah.
have. She doesn't work here. She's
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah.
She's out there in the world. She's coming here to teach a class. And so that's kind of where it started, was with Charlotte, was because before it was just like generic, like cheap.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get snacks in here. And it was like cheese, crackers, and some grapes. We always have wine.
All right.
Always have wine.
There you go.
Okay.
And your classes are an hour and a half.
Yeah.
All right.
Now there is, I know a lot of people that would have this question, because our groups, people who listen to us oftentimes, they go to a lot of these lifestyle clubs and they're BYOB. Is there any, is it allowed to bring maybe something that they want to drink, or can they bring their own snacks as well? Is that allowed?
You can bring anything that's non-alcoholic.
Okay.
We are not TABC certified
Gotcha.
as a business.
Uh-huh.
I am TABC certified because of my life in Austin and being around. So I am TABC certified. And so I can check your ID and allow you to drink the wine.
Gotcha.
You better bring one for me.
I tend to travel with an emergency rotisserie chicken from time to time. You just never know. It
Yeah.
might be a little awkward.
We're sitting here in a workshop of 25 people and one person just like busts out a
Yes.
cheeseburger. That might be a little awkward. Our only rule is no outside alcohol. Everything else.
I feel like that's a fair rule. Yeah,
I
that's a
think
fair
so.
rule. Not to mention there's a bar across the street. So if you
There's
really,
3
really,
bars.
yeah, if you really absolutely have to, you can show up early, have a few drinks, and then come on in.
And
Very true.
yeah.
I think it works.
So one of my jokes during the workshop, half joke, is when it's break time, because we don't just sit here for 90 minutes of me talking continuously. We only have one bathroom.
Yeah.
Sorry. If there's a line, I always say there's a bar on one and a gas station on the other, and the bar is cleaner.
There you go.
But if you really have to go, I mean, you'll go wherever you got to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, what is it that you'd like for anybody who's interested in signing up, beginners? What would you like them to know before attending one of your workshops? Like, is there anything that they need to prepare themselves for beforehand?
Even if it's not my workshop or any of our workshops, one thing you have to be prepared for is we're going to be frank and honest. If you have any delusions, again, like the folks who got up and walked out,
Yeah.
you have to leave everything at the door, because you are going to see explicit pictures.
Right.
Right.
I have a rolling PowerPoint going behind me. You are going to see explicit images. If you are a guy, hey, you know what? You might see 2 dudes going down on each other.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's about fellatio.
Yeah.
And if that's the kind of thing that bothers you, then this is not the spot for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's one of our rope classes, we explicitly put it right there in bold on our website, on the flyers, on our Chronicle ads. Wear comfortable clothing, because this is a rope class. Like, you can't. I mean, you can just do a slideshow on rope.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what is anyone going to get at? So in our rope classes, like, no, you will be tying or be tied by somebody. Bring a partner. That's a great partner class. So whatever hangups or whatever you think in your mind that might get you stuck, you got to leave that at the door.
I gotcha.
Because we don't pull our punches here. We're gonna teach you.
Yeah, and it's a safe space. 100%
100%
safe space.
safe space. We've been constantly. No, I'm just trying to not sound offensive or whatnot. It's really difficult. Trying doing advertising online.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have
It's
to really walk the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
My account has been blocked from Facebook so many times, but we sell body affirming gear. We also
Yeah.
you
It's
walk in here
awesome.
wearing skirt and heels, and you're asking about this, that, and the other. I'm gonna talk to you like I talk to everybody else.
Nobody's gonna bat an eye.
Nope.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we're excited to talk about these workshops that you have here because as we said at the beginning of the show, we have a workshop that we're going to be doing here, Swingers 101. A lot of our listeners, a lot of newer people, a lot of people that are considered. We will be here from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. doing the Swingers 101
Mhm.
workshop, and
I'm
that should
gonna
be a
come
lot of
to
fun.
all the workshops.
That should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna come to all the workshops. I'm sure you're gonna find them all our events, our little event tab.
Oh yeah, no. We're gonna put it out now. I don't know if I had asked you this yet or not, but I know the workshops are here in person now. Is there at all like hybrid where you can do Zoom and in person, or is it strictly in person, or is that anything that you? I'm sure I'm going to get that question.
Fortunately, no. For y'all's workshop, if y'all want to set up a camera, since y'all also have the podcast, and you have an online presence, that's up to you. But generally, no.
Okay.
Again, like I said, we tried it, and it was, like I said, about 2 minutes in before I had to start screaming, "Mute your mic."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we abandoned the online.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
option.
That makes sense. Yeah. It is hard because I mean, I have Zoom meetings and to have everybody focused, but we're going to talk more about that because there are ways that you can set that up and not have anybody have a microphone.
Yeah,
So
but
we got
and
you.
so even for
I'm
our
aware of that.
for our Swingers 101, what we may do is we may just record it,
Yeah.
and then put it out for our Patreon
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
and our OnlyFans community.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we may make that available to them.
I'm
just
excited.
just as a kind of hey, this is
Yeah.
available. We have listeners all over that are outside of this region, so it would be nice to be able to offer that to others. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. The only rule is only you on camera.
Mhm.
Yes.
No audience.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, that's just good. That's just a good rule all around when it comes to the swingers lifestyle. I think there's so many that are discreet
Yeah.
about that. And it's like, you cannot, and that's something that once we started doing content creation and we started doing the podcast and stuff, that's where we really, really learned. Not a lot of people like to be on camera.
Mhm.
Not a lot of people loan their voices out and that
Mhm.
sort of thing. Like they really, really are discreet. So
Yeah.
that's,
When we do our lives,
yeah.
it's just us.
Yeah.
Whenever we have outside educators, I like to snap a few pictures for like
Right,
Instagram
yeah.
and whatnot. It's always from the back.
I mean,
And
that's,
I
yeah.
let everybody know, and not to like interrupt the class, but I let everybody know it's like, hey, I'm going to be taking a few pictures because sometimes they really are doing like something interesting, especially for like the body ones. Where,
Right.
Melissa just did a class, and it was interesting. He was under a sheet. You couldn't see anything, but I liked the image and I wanted to take a picture of it. And so I was just like, Melissa, hold up real quick. I just want to take a picture. Everybody face forward.
Look forward.
Yeah.
Don't, like, if you have a very distinctive hair,
Yeah.
like if you have like a flaming red mohawk,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't
Move
do
out of the way.
anything about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, white lady with brown hair.
Yeah.
Chances are you're not going to be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as we start coming to a wrap, I always like to have a little fun with our guests here. I have a few questions. What is the biggest misconception that people have walking in on average?
About the store or
About the workshops, I'd say.
Okay, the workshop.
Yeah.
About our workshops, I would say, yeah, the biggest misconception is that it's going to be, I try to keep it entertaining, but a lot of people come in thinking like, that kind of thing where we're like, no, all right, grab your rope and you're going to pull it to 3 feet. Or if you're going to do anal, you have to make sure to express the prostate. Also, the prostate and the G-spot are the same thing. Okay, I didn't need to know all of that. No, you did.
You did,
Gotcha.
actually.
Yeah.
This is why
Yeah.
you came to this work.
Be an adult.
Yeah, be an adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Be
yeah,
an adult.
the biggest misconception are people who don't expect an adult conversation.
Okay,
an adult
yeah.
work.
Which is
Yeah.
kind of strange.
Yeah.
Kind of strange, but I
Yeah.
guess, it's a diverse crowd. What are you going to do?
Like I said,
Now, what is one piece of advice that you'd give for nervous beginners coming into your workshops?
if you're nervous, you can always talk to me. I'm here for every single workshop,
Mm-hmm.
but also talk to the other people who are here. Like,
Mm.
and it doesn't have to be about, so what got you in the butt? You could literally just
First of all, the way you said that was great.
Awesome.
What got you into butt stuff?
just saying hi. Been in the store before? It doesn't have to be something directly sexual or directly related to the workshop. Literally, just talk to.
Yeah.
Because all of y'all are here for the same reason.
Make some
Right.
friends.
Make some friends.
Yeah, it
Get some
doesn't.
tips.
It doesn't have to be awkward if you
Share
don't want to
tips.
make it
There you
awkward.
go.
Sure, lots of tips. And finally, what's one thing that people never seem to expect but always seem to love by the time they leave?
I'm going to say this is just about the store in general. Open and friendly we are.
Oh man.
Y'all are.
The first time we met you guys, like we
Yeah.
fell in love, like we were
Yeah.
hugging you guys. I felt like y'all had been a part of the family for
I know.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, we are a safe space. You can talk to us about anything. One of my rules is if somebody can ask me a question that I haven't heard before, you get it for free.
Oh, that's
Duly
interesting.
noted.
That's a hard one though, I'm sure.
Honey, I've worked in the sex industry.
I've heard it
Bring
all.
it on. If I haven't heard it, please. My rule is everything's a thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think that's one of the things is like, yeah, I'll just,
All right.
yeah, welcome to Forbidden Fruit.
Now, I have one last question. I saw those friggin' eggs the last time that we were here, and I have been dying to know, what the hell do you do with those friggin' eggs? Where do those go?
So those are super stretchy. Those are masturbators.
Okay.
They are
Mm.
super stretchy, and so it goes over the head, and as you pull down, and
Get out.
the thing is, the text or the design on the outside is the texture on the inside.
Oh, wow.
gotcha.
Holy crap.
And so different
Yeah.
textures, and you put some lube on there. And so since most of the nerve endings are going to be in the head, it works great. Those actually work really great with folks who are uncircumcised
Ah,
Mm.
because it pulls back the foreskin while exposing the head, adding lube, and stimulating.
Oh my gosh, that is just way
Jesus.
too much.
No, that sounds just right. That sounds
Anyway.
just right. Jonny, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. And honestly, for everything that you do to help people learn, grow, and feel more confidence in stepping into this world.
And seriously, education like this makes so much difference. And we love being part of it. So thank you very much. In the community that we focus on learning and the connection instead of just assumptions.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, subscribe, share it with somebody who's curious about ethical non-monogamy, and please leave us a review. I know I sound desperate, but just do it. Come on, guys. Just do it.
Just do it.
It helps
Why
more people
not?
discover the show and helps us bringing you awesome conversations like this. Whatever.
You can find everything Beyond Monogamy at our website, www.beyond-monogamy.com. That's where you'll find our blog, our merch, episodes, guest bios, our resources, and all of our Beyond Monogamy confessional. So go there. You can do that anonymously, people.
Yeah, 100% anonymous, man. I created it just for you.
Yes.
Don't forget, also, you can hear us every Thursday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time at fullswapradio.com. We're still there. Check us out, along with a bevy of other adult show podcasts.
And check out our events calendar because you're going to find that we're going to be doing our upcoming Swingers 101 workshop here at Forbidden Fruit. We would love to meet all of you in person.
Yes, and that event will be listed on our events section of our website,
Yes.
as well as Pris's birthday party on March 14th at Club Eden in San Antonio.
Yes, it-
Open to everybody. It is not free. You do have to pay to get into the club, but it's going to be a big event.
Gosh.
And so everybody
Thank you.
who's going to be there is going to be there.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure and check our events tab for that. And with that, thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.